So, I mean, it's crazy, right? What organised thought can achieve.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Ready? Action!
Alright, camera, sound, you guys ready?
Ameno started off with sort of small beginnings. I met Ibrahim, me and him got talking and we instantly sort of connected, and we were both at a place where we were like, we want to do more.
Yeah, man.
And then he had a chat with Harry.
I just thought Harry was just a guy just like writing.
He's a bastard, I hate him so much.
You know? But we resonated on another level and I was like, this guy gets me and we get each other.
And Alex came on board as a producer.
And I was just like, look at this little cute. Then there was an instance we were at a party and he just commanded everyone and I was like, whoa, that guy can do this? Like, this guy's got what it takes to be a producer.
Yeah, it was pretty long, I think. It was a long journey, but it was a good journey. And then we're here now, the film's almost ready, and we did the interview. So, happy days, I guess.
It looks as if she has already danced anything.
Alex put out a casting call to find people that are both talented at dancing and can act. There's a lot of sort of emotional subtlety in this script that we want to not overdo it, bringing all the emotions that we've built up to a big
Birdman sequence at the end where he has this this dream state. I just found it very sort of captivating, cinematic idea. I danced a lot, but sort of 10 years ago, but I haven't danced for about 10 years, and it's been quite funny dancing again and being like, I still got it.
What else do you do?
Oh, I've got some other moves, but
No, silly, I mean in general.
What else do you do?
working on some other moves, but
No, silly, I meant in general. What else do you do?
been working on some other moves, but
No, silly, I meant in general. I got involved. I got a DM on Instagram from Alex, our producer, looking for an actress with dance experience who, for a short film. So then I said, yeah. And had a couple of Zoom auditions with Orm and Harry.
Right.
Read through the script a couple of times, and then, yeah, after we met 2 or 3 times, and then they offered me the job.
So I really enjoyed the whole process. There's a really nice energy and I loved working with the dancers. Yeah, we had 2 rehearsals that we came up with the choreo, with the movements, and yeah. Yes. Sam goes through, like, he hesitates a lot, he doesn't believe in himself, looks more into the ground, and he's not really sure about himself. But then when we go into the main choreo in the end, you can see Sam like evolving, then he jumps and really moves around. And then eventually with Martha, they kind of connect.
Be in the room with the musicians, managing to get what we wanted, and then being able to see the actors dance alongside it was definitely one of the most rewarding things. So the contrast between the dance scene and the rest of the film was quite big. That was done on purpose. Like I love that contrast, but make them seem like as cohesive as possible was quite difficult because the instrumentation surrounding both was wildly different.
Are you really just gonna leave?
sorry.
Feeling of like dread and anxiety as much as we could with whirring, like very mechanical noises, almost like Foley. By contrast, the dance scene was a string quartet with a piano. I used a lot with harmony and used like as similar as motifs as I could get without making it seem like it was just a complete copy of the other one.
As a pop show, we did the costumes to reflect the character. So with Kathy, hers is always still quite bright and colourful, and it's like quite confident, and she already knows who she is. But there's like a very slight evolvement just to show that how Sam has allowed her to evolve a bit. And then with Sam, as he starts off quite shy, his things are quite baggy, but like just like slightly to show that he's like, he doesn't really know what to wear. He's not putting too much effort in, and then as it goes on, it gets a bit more colourful and a bit brighter.
Ready? Are you ready? No. Something about yourself?
No.
From the script, what really sort of hooked me in was the experimental elements of it. It wasn't all set in our exact reality, slightly like surreal element to it, you know, because different viewers might see it differently. You know, director was great to work with. He sort of trusted me as well, gave me the freedom to actually, you know, experiment a little bit. If I thought something might look better, we actually saw what that would look like. It was 11 frames per second. Because he was moving, he was dancing, so you see the motion blur, you see him moving in the space, but he's a little bit all over the place, so that sort of reflects his state of mind. He's not quite all there. Not an insane person, but but he's a bit all over the place, and he's sort of finding himself. You know, there's so many elements with that. You know, I had a great gaffer, and the actors were incredible as well. Everybody was very enthusiastic. Everybody wanted to do it. Yeah, so I think it's after the second shoot day.
Shooting in Hounslow.
In this theatre, we shot the main dance scene.
We pack up.
And we realised we have a crazy amount of shots left to do in the dance studio.
40-something shots to do, and we were running on an average of 10 per day.
Not enough time to shoot it at the rate we're going.
We cannot afford to get everyone in on another day.
So we take all of the gear, we put it in our gaffer's car, Sam's car, and then me, Sam and Paula just get all of the paper that we have, the script, the shot list, and this kind of rudimentary shooting schedule that we've put together on the call sheet. Just spread it all over the bonnet, and I'm just going through it with a pen. We're talking about it quickly, just cutting out shots, combining shots, replacing them, seeing what we can do to speed up the process. So we do that for a while, it seems. Then we call up the place that we're shooting in Camden, ask them if we can drop off all the equipment so that we can set up as quickly as possible the next day. So Sam and Paula are driving to Camden to drop all this stuff off, and me and Olm get shepherded away into an office space that one of his mates has access to. Me and Olm are diligently just like going through the script. Ibby's helping Leo try and work out the problems that we're having with the sound, and we're just going through, cutting stuff out, combining things, and it gets later and later and later. We're calling Paula and Sam on the phone, so they're driving and Paula's going through the shot list with us, and we're trying to find the bits to combine. And we're going through it and going through it and going through it and going through it. We order an Indian into this place, and then it gets to about like 10:30, 11. And unlike everyone else, it seems, I don't live in London. So Olm's like, how are you going to get home? I'm like, I have no idea. I'm focusing too much on the thing. And then Olm's like, right, okay, call your girlfriend. You're going to stay at my house tonight. So I have to call George and be like, I can't come home. We're like really in the shit with this. We're like really going through the throes. Keep going. It gets to about maybe 12:30, and me and Olm get into a car, go back to his, and then I'm like sleeping on his floor. We we're like talking about it all the way into about 2 o'clock in the morning. Gets to 6:30, we're up, we're eating, we're in the car, we're gone. and then it's just like crack on with the hardest day, the longest day, and by the end of that, I mean, we literally did 8:30 until about 9 o'clock, with half an hour break for lunch, which is insane, but everyone was pitched and dedicated to it, and everyone really, really wanted to get the film done in the best way that they possibly could. And I think that we ended up working super well on that last day, and I think everyone was so relieved and so happy at the end of it that it just like, I think it was a nice bond that kind of put everyone together.
Sick.
Yeah, that was knackering.
I thought that was a very quick, comprehensive answer, bro. You had so many emotions coming through.
Yeah? Okay, Sam.
I run a production company called Canto Studio, and we obviously have all our own kit room and cameras and everything. So we were able to basically work out a partnership agreement with the Ameno project and Orm to basically come on and bring all the technical people needed and the equipment to shoot the project and make it work. Or light and environment in film, the first thing is to start out with a large source. So we had a large light up at the top of the theatre and we used a projector lens, which is like a long cylinder that goes onto the front of the light. You can shape the beam to how you want it, you can focus it, it works much the same way as a camera lens, but you've got the light coming out instead of going in. We had a long rectangular space in the dance studio and we lit from outside the window. And then when we were working in the theatre space, we had another big rectangular box on a larger scale. It kind of maintained this idea that there was a light always behind them at the other end of the space.
How are you feeling?
Bloody good.
Harry. He was quite an invaluable part of the whole project.
Without Harry, a lot of this wouldn't be where it is. We need someone who's like a voice of the calm, someone who will be more than willing to scrutinise.
On set, we did this interesting thing. So for the main Ameno guys, Alex had the role of a producer, Ibrahim had assistant director, and I was directing. Harry, we kept a bit looser on it. And we called that role a directing assistant because there's a high amount of stress on the director just figuring everything out, all the elements, the camera, the characters. And it's just nice having somebody else there that can give some honest feedback on what is happening, and then I can take that feedback and relay that to the actors if I think it will add to the vision or not.
I feel like it was playing on the fine line between experimental and commercial, if that's the right way. I feel like it can capture both sides. We did pretty major crowdfunding for a decent amount of money. I had experience with crowdfunding, all my experience with crowdfunding. It was different and difficult as well, so we had to raise the money. But the moment you set the deadline, I feel like a new kind of people came out in us, where we were just pushing so hard for us to get the amount of budget that we need. And we did. And once on the platform, once I saw that the money was reached, it was like a different kind of happiness because we pushed and we did it, and I felt like it made us invincible in some way.
Alex really stepped up. I think that we couldn't really have done this without Alex. On set, he was always after everyone's needs, making sure that like everyone was well looked after and happy. And I think that he did an excellent job. If you needed anything, Alex was on it. If something bad was happening, Alex was on it. Yeah, I think Alex really stepped up, and I really think that he's come so far, and he's just done so much.
Start with the arms here, and then you go up to the left, back, and to the right.
Welcome to the game. Mirror Dancer 2022, baby. Fuck me, bro. Mirror Dancer 2023. Get it right. To see you guys walk down the stairs.
Now, pressure's on.
Whoa. Come guys, let's do this.
Ibrahim, I think, is like the driving force behind us all, and I like really believe that. I think he's like one of the most motivational people you can speak to, and that like after you've had a conversation with him, you can fucking go and do anything. You can run through a fucking brick wall.
Really? Yeah? Big man? I guess it all really did start with myself and Orm, and like when I met Orm, I was like, this guy's like me, you know? Through the making of this short film, he slowly somewhat realized, because I met Orm as a cinematographer, right? And I thought this guy's gonna be the guy recording all my shit. So essentially Menno was just a thing I built for me, basically. But I'm glad that he's become a director.
It was his first proper go at directing something. Orm really had a vision. I think he would try to be as collaborative as possible, as strong as possible, because there were times where he seemed a little bit deflated or tired, but then he picked himself back up.
There's qualities in myself that I would like Orm to have. I mean, there's qualities in Orm that I would love to have, you know?
He was really good at like making sure that everything was going how it should go.
How are you feeling about this, Brennan?
Oh, that's great. To everyone that worked on this project, through all the difficulties we went through, just want to thank you for jumping on board and staying on the train until the end. I hope that we met or exceeded your expectations as to what the project has come about to be. And
second, I think that's good.
Yeah. But there. I'll sit down.